may speak Russian. I'm Russian-speaking Ukrainian. We're just a volunteer organization. We got together here a week and a half ago when the war started to help people. Because everyone is hungry, people would arrive, they were cold as well. First, we started to give out food and warm clothes. Ukrainian, Polish people and Belarusians. From this, it turned into a movement. We're now called Frontline Help for Ukraine. We're feeding people, we give hot food, personal hygiene items. Over a week ago, we started bringing humanitarian help to Ukrainian cities where this help is urgently needed. Kharkiv, Sumy, Chernihiv, Mykolaiv. From Kharkiv, we got a signal that people there are simply starving. People who sit there in the basements call us. They can't get out under the fire shelling, have nothing to eat. We send them the yeast because they only have flour left and they need yeast to mix it with flour and water. And they make bread like that where they can, so there is something to eat. There are kids who have genetic diseases in Chernihiv. The conditions are such that they can't be without their medicine, and now all supply chain for medication has stopped. Without these medications, the kids have a few days to live. Because we're able to find here are guys who are willing to risk their lives to go there to help, risking their lives to go to those bunkers, basements, and find those families, bring the medicine to them. We're also helping evacuate people from Ukraine who are not able to do it on their own, families with kids, with ill kids. Wherever we can help, we do, including to thousands of people who arrive here. We're trying to first of all bring supply to Ukraine, to places where it's most needed. Also, we send transportation to our soldiers because everything is not good there. At the forefront as well, it's especially the case with terror defense. We just spoke with a woman. Her sister is in Brovara. She's in terror defense battalion. She's 30 years old. She only has a Kalashnikov, no bulletproof vest, no helmet. We can't help with these things, but for example, they don't have mats, sleeping bags, warm jackets, they don't have boots, first aid kits, or even simply band-aids, basic things. And all these items we collect and send directly to there. We send 2-3 trailers, trucks, every day there. 28 pallets to Ukraine of what we can help with. How do you receive this help here? Mostly it started from simply people helping, just your regular folks, regular Polish folks. I lived here 14 years. I'm from Ukraine, originally from Ternopil. And people here in Poland just got organized themselves. They've gotten so united to help Ukrainians. We've never expected that. My wife and I tried to put together something from day one, from the very first day when the rockets hit Ukraine. We organized a collection point near our house, started collecting things. We thought people would bring a couple of boxes, but it was an entire neighborhood. All neighborhoods bring things by cars. Kids would bring their own toys, clothes, everything. Because we heard people were coming to the border and being cold, and we started first bringing these things to the border, and then we came here. We've heard on the second day of the war that people were in great need. Then it unfolded. Ukrainians, Polish people all came as volunteers. Now there are about 130 of us people, so we're taking shifts, but it was just regular folk from the beginning. We started bringing all of these, and in the beginning they tried to bring us. We held our. Here is a private company that does these things, and in the beginning they tried to dispense us, but we held our ground, so they've seen what we do, and now many companies also start to bring supplies to us. Restaurants bring us food, food chain stores bring us food supplies, even local government joined in. So gradually these parcels that we sent to Ukraine turned into full pallets. Are there different points of support? This is the main, but there are numerous points throughout Warsaw. But we're the main point for a bus station. There's also a point at train station, but they didn't have such a volunteer movement. So, for example, on the Central, they suffered a collapse. A couple of days ago, we were invited to to a discussion because the central train station there was a collapse, and we wanted to describe the situation from the volunteer point of view, because the government isn't really helping us. So far, they're more of interference, to be honest. The main force is irregular folks, volunteers who got together and cooperate very well. On train station, there were just a few volunteers. There wasn't such self-organizing movement. So they suffered a collapse. People were sleeping on the ground, there are paid restrooms, no food distribution. So at night we would go there to help distribute food that we had an excess of, because we have more opportunities here as more supplies come to us. But aside from the big train station, there are also location points in Warsaw, in Torwar, Mlynskaya. There's another train station near Warsaw. When people come there, they've settled there. There's these points with big facilities, so they have more things to help there. They also provide food, etc. There are many such points, but being staffed by large numbers of volunteers, so that point is able to welcome and help a large number of people. We're the largest one. How many people are here a day? How many people? Thousands. It's day and night. We already have some contacts. Our ladies volunteers already have some contacts with train stations. So they receive messages like train is coming. So it's hundreds of people coming by train. And then also people are coming by buses. 4, 5 buses at a time. 15 buses come during the course of one night. During the day, buses are coming constantly. Take a look at this movement. It's constant, plus what you'll see if you go check out the main hall, and this concept non-ending. So it's not hundreds, it's thousands and thousands of people every day.